here at the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival at the Chevy Chase documentary premiere. We are so excited to be a part of this.
I'm excited. Look at it. We got the cameras here. We're doing good things. Look at this. We're on TV.
Super honored right now to be invited as a guest to Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival, Chevy Chase documentary premiere. The best parts about being successful in the main thing that you do is it gives you an opportunity to invest in people and products that are amazing and to meet people along the way that are doing great things and to be able to invest alongside them and have a part of their story is, I gotta tell you, the most rewarding part about all of this. We invested in our good friends startup, William and Harry Golf. The company has exploded, and I'm not saying this as a partner, the most comfortable shoes I have ever worn in my entire life. No exaggeration. Everybody stops me when I'm wearing them. Can you get this here? Look at this. When's the last time you saw somebody do this in a Bentley? Look at this. Olive green ostrich. Look at the built-in sock technology, how it hugs your ankle. And I'm gonna get in trouble here. I gotta start moving. But I gotta tell you, it feels like you're walking on a pillow, 8 hours, 10 hours. I can't wait till they release their walking shoe. All I can tell you is they are comfortable and my feet do not hurt after walking for 8 to 10 hours. The opportunity to meet Chevy Chase, this is a bucket list meeting tonight. I am meeting Clark Griswold himself. I have always watched all of the National Lampoon series movies. I gotta tell you, epitomized what a father, what a husband, although through satire, what it was to be an American dad, what it was to be an American husband, for the good and the bad, and the way that he did it with the humor. I think he captured a moment in time that even now people are looking at it, trying to get back to it. So yes, I am excited to see Clark Griswold himself tonight. Come along.
Here's your Lifetime Achievement Award on behalf of the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, you're so wonderful to all come here. And as am I. Hi, Pearl. This is wonderful. I never expected anything like this. And now that I have it, I know I can sell this. No. I'm an asshole. Jeez. No, I'm very happy. And I'm so happy to have my daughter and my wife here. I have two daughters who are here.
You want to hand it to Sydney? Or Eric? You want to?
Hello? Tess. And to have Marina Zenovich here. How's that for a last name? Anyway, Marina is the one who made this wonderful documentary, and I had a great time doing it, and I feel that there was a lot worse stuff that could have been said about me. So I sort of came out on ahead a little bit. I also want to say that despite all of that bad stuff, I think I'm genuinely a good guy, and I love people, and I really have loved my life. And I thank you, Marina, for showing that too. And Now, again, $400.
Thank you, Chevy. We actually had a sponsor for tonight, William and Harry Golf Shoes, the golf company. They actually inspired the Caddyshack reception, and they felt that they needed to give you a pair of their shoes to match your hat. I heard you had a favorite hat, and we're presenting you with William and Harry.
Wow,
shoes.
William and Harry.
Yeah. I'll hold on to this for you.
I'll say.
So Chris Leclerc is going to be our moderator for a brief Q&A. Chris actually works at 30 Rock, so have a seat and Chris will ask a few questions.
I think we're missing a couple of mics.
You're getting mine back. Don't worry.
I don't know, but
Oh.
doesn't everybody need a microphone to be in this? We pass it around?
We'll pass it, yeah. It'll be fun.
All right.
And you can snatch mine when you need something to add. So thank you very much. First of all, as you watch this movie, what surprised you the most when you sat down? Because a lot of these interviews were done without you being there, and sometimes it's kind of interesting to hear others' perspective of your life. What were some of the moments that really stuck out to you as either the most powerfully unexpected as you watched the film?
Rita? I don't know. How can I answer something like that? I don't know. What are some of the things that stood out? What?
So when you watched the movie, what were some of the moments that really stuck out the most looking back over your career? Like as you hear people talk about you and the positive things as well. What were some of those moments that kind of brought a smile to your face and you remembered, wow, that was such a good moment or such a positive part of my life to hear people talk about that?
Well, I didn't watch the movie. I don't know what Mommy will answer.
I think having Peter on and Andy, his brother, and recounting those years was a big deal. Unfortunately, Donald Fagen, who's the voice of Steely Dan, he's a bit camera shy. He actually told me that he would never have been able to get on stage if Chevy wasn't out there first on drums. That's what helped him get to where he could get out, and he's a very, you can describe Donald better than me.
Oh, what? I can describe what?
Donald.
Oh, Don. He's shy, and also we kind of started the piano together, and started our own band in college, the very bad jazz band, and why is Donald a thing in this?
All right.
We'll go ahead and move on.
Why don't we do this?
Oh.
Chevy,
Yeah.
how do you feel when you watch the movie about the parts you like and you don't like?
Oh, well, I hate the parts I don't like. The parts I like, I love. Great question. That pretty much says it.
There we go. Well, what attracted you to this project? What about this project, Marina, brought you on and you were like, I really want to be a part of this?
I was a huge fan of Chevy's, and I was approached, and I decided to go for it. And we met in Los Angeles.
And we both liked each other a lot, and I just loved the idea that somebody would actually make a documentary about me, having no idea what it would look like. And I've seen it twice now, and I enjoy it. I know who I am, by the way. So some of it's cut this way and cut that way to make it people assured that I wasn't liked that much, but that I was liked. In any case, for the most part, I was really liked, okay? If you don't like it, shut it. No, I mean, you got along well, and I really like seeing something done that well. The way you did it was great, and I feel very good about it. That's my daughter over there, by the way. That's Sydney.
So,
Nice talking with you.
you as well, thank you, I appreciate your time. So I work at 30 Rock as well, and you're still a legend around those halls there, and they say you can kind of tell a person's age on when they fell in love with you, whether it was the SNL years, the Lampoon years, the Spies Like Us years,
Oh, that's nice.
or Community or whatever. Do you have kind of a favorite era? Was it SNL? Was it when you were doing the films, you know, the Fletch, those types of things? What was your favorite part of your career? Do you have a moment that...
Well, I was only there a year,
Right.
so I mean, there wasn't much, I loved it all. You know, my favorite is getting to know and love Lauren. Lauren and I are very close. And this was his baby.
Yeah.
And I just love that he actually asked me to be in it. And, you know, the cast that I had was rather small, obviously. I think there were only 7 of us, in fact, Belushi and Aykroyd and
Yeah, right.
they're all answering, so that's good. Thanks, because I forgot the rest. Anyway. Jane, Lorraine, Gilda, Garrett, and there's another one. Michael O'Donoghue, I can put him in there, although he was a great writer. He was really the best writer, and he passed away some time ago, so don't worry about it. When I pass away, don't worry about it, okay?
One thing a lot of people don't know is that leading up to SNL, Chevy shot video, and they cut it together and filled theaters, sold tickets, and showed video on TVs, and that was called Channel 1. Underground television, Channel 1. So that sketch writing experience is what he brought to SNL, and nothing like that had ever been done before. And Chevy brought it to them and helped with Lauren and Michael O'Donoghue create the template that SNL has followed. They just plug in, this is where we have this is where we have...
Yeah.
He did that, and it's still on 50 years. And you can't take that away.
You can't get that way. Sorry. You know, really, we're short a couple of mics, don't you think? I mean, we got 7 people up here and 3 mics. That's a lie of 2. No, we only have 3 mics. What kind of a place is this?
We're a non-profit, government cuts. We do what we can.
Okay, we'll go ahead.
We'll move on.
Go ahead. I'm gonna get a shot of you.
Has the success of Christmas Vacation surprised you? I mean, at the box office it was kind of a hit, and then it kind of went away, and now it's gotten this massive cult following of a 20-year-old daughter, and she can quote that movie verbatim. You know, has that surprised you? The festivals and the things surrounding it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I never knew that would stand out among all of them, but I never knew any of them would stand out, so I'm lucky there. Yeah, sure. It's you know, it's that time of year when people want to laugh and forgive. Thank God. And it's a pretty good movie. It's hard for me to talk about my movies in the sense that I don't know if they're good or bad, except when it's written about. And once it's written about, I know they're all bad. So that's my take.
So I think one of the great, because we've been doing this tour with Christmas Vacation for, I think, about 4 years now. And what we hear over and over again is that they see themselves. Everyone sees their family in this film in some way.
Yeah.
And it's about how everything goes wrong, and that's life. And you have to just see the humor. I mean, that's our lives all the time. Everything's always going wrong, and you just have to laugh about it.
Everything's going right, baby. Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you, growing up with him, how autobiographical are these films, and did you learn anything from this documentary that you were like, oh, wow?
Yeah, I mean, every time I see it, I love it more. And
Closer.
I love this film. I was so moved. I was moved to tears of gratitude because I have something that I can always look at, to see my dad and just like the truth of him saying, in my mind, I'm always a movie star, and that's my dad. My dad is a very confident guy, and he's not gonna change. I mean, I think that's a beautiful thing, to be who you are. Yeah, and tonight that was really like poignant to me. That is
honey.
who he is.
Thank you. Well, in the end, it's all about my family to me. And long since I was a star of SNL for a year, and long since Community or any of the other things, anything since Community, but that's not true either. I enjoyed Community. I like the guys who are in Community very much, but except for that girl. She was a pain in the ass. But we got along okay, really. It wasn't that serious a deal. It's just the way you cut it. Don't give her the mic.
So they say that you couldn't do those kind of screwball comedies you did in the 80s now because people or whatever, but do you think comedy really has changed? I mean, you've been in the business, for 40, 50 years now. Do you think comedy really has changed, or is it just...
No.
No.
No, it's about laughing. That's all it is. If you make people laugh, they're happy. And they're ingratiating about it. And I mean, everybody in this room is a comedian, particularly at home, I'm sure. There's trouble, but there's laughter too, and great warmth that we all have. And I think it must be hard to make a documentary about me that would just concentrate on the warmth that I have. So you had to do what you had to do, but I'm warm.
Were you nervous going into this project? I mean, were you a little like, let me, given kind of some of the reputation of his straightforwardness and his directness?
Well, I didn't know about his reputation when I started. So then I found out, then I was like, oh, how am I going to handle this? But I want to say you guys were an amazing audience, and there was so much laughter, and it was so great to hear it. And then when we get to the difficult part, it's like, oh God, I'm like, people want to laugh. They just want to laugh,
Yeah.
But you have to, you can't just make everything happy. You have to kind of tell the underlying story.
Well, yeah, and ultimately, you have to cut the film to fit in everybody's wheelhouse, for an hour and a half or whatever it may have been. And that means making lots of cuts, tremendous amount of cuts over all the hundreds of hours that you shot, and or tens of tens or whatever. And those cuts are tough to make. I know this because I've made films, and believe me, I love what you did. I would rather just be the great guy, but that's okay. I know what I am at home and what I am in my real life, which is home, frankly. But yeah, I don't want to do much more than that on that.
I'll say one quick thing. Not that any of us are ready for this or suggesting it, but I've talked to the archivist, that I sent all of our stuff to, and he and I, and then a lot of other people have come to me and said, all it did was leave me wanting to hear more about Chevy and his journey, and because there's a lot more that I know Sydney and Eric would probably agree with me about that. But again, this is not me suggesting that we do. It was a lot of work, especially for Marina and her crew, for sure.
Call you Maria?
No.
You should see what's in here.
Oh, boy. Who's your favorite between Rusty? Who were your favorite, Rusty and Audrey?
Oh. That's a tough question because there were many of them. But my favorite, Audrey, probably was Juliette Lewis, who was in, I just thought she was terrific in that role. But she's a great actress. So, I've had to make this choice before, and obviously the very first one, who was Dana.
Yeah, Dana.
She was also great, and they're all great who had to be in my picture with me. But I guess Rusty, I would have to say, was still what's his name? Anthony Michael Hall. Yeah, he just fits that. He was like 9 years old or so when we made the movie. That he could keep a straight face when those eyeglasses fell off my face, and I was still funny as hell in it. And he just, he just moved right along with it. That was great. So I thought that he was the most fun for me anyway.
Absolutely. So, as we're kind of going to start to wrap up here, because I know it's getting late and things are going on, we want to cut through some of this stuff and give you an opportunity. What is it that you would like the audience to know that maybe wasn't directly addressed in the film or maybe isn't covered in the headlines? What is it about you that you really want people to kind of know going forward?
Well, I don't want them to know shit.
Yeah. Let's hear
It's none of their damn business.
Chevy, if you don't
Is
mind,
the
I'm
question to me or?
gonna add to it.
Okay.
I'm a Chevy Chase's manager. I've been working with the Chase family for about 25 years. And I will say, before we made this documentary, we had offers from about 10 different production places. And they were going to make documentaries that would have been a complete puff piece. And when Propagate and CNN wasn't there yet, and Marina came to us, they said, look, we want to make a real documentary, and it's not going to be a puff piece. It's going to tell your life, and it's going to tell it from different angles. Some you may like, some you may not like. And I thought it was really brave. The Chase family decided together to put all that trust in Marina and Propagate. And the film came out really, really well, I think. And what was the question that you asked?
I'd like you to meet my manager.
What I wanted to add that isn't shown in the film is that through Chevy's career, and I've been doing this now for about 39 years representing actors, I have never seen the press, when we announce something really good that is going on in Chevy's life or career, for some reason they think it's okay to say, yeah, we'll make this announcement, and then they give a list of all the things that happened in his past. So it opens up these healed wounds, and it has always been like that for him. And I look at it as, it's just really unfair because he has so many wonderful things that he still accomplishes now. and is going to accomplish. And the one thing that I think is beautiful of this whole thing that you guys got to see is there are not many families that can live in a scenario with a movie star as a father, and have the normal life that the Chases really made sure that they all had. You know, the three daughters have been raised so beautifully, you know, and it's the truth. I remember when I first got in business with you, Kaylee said to me, she was a young girl, she said, yeah, you know, Mom and Dad told me I gotta be careful who I make friends with because you never know what do they really like me? Do they like my father's, career? And they always were well aware. And I just think it's beautiful. And I'm just blessed to be part of their family and that close with them. Thank you.
Thank you. We're just here to be loved.
Yeah, I got divorced like 3 years ago, and I moved back in with my parents, and I'm just I'm putting it all out there. Just kidding. But I'm just so grateful for Mom and Dad, and I'm very proud of both of you. I'm just thrilled, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here with you guys. Thank you so much, Marina. Yeah.
Look, but we love you, and of course our other.
Maybe you turned it off.
Somehow it went off. It's on again. Notice.
Now it's Marina's.
Hi, Marina.
Hello?
Test. Test. I'm sorry, that's a little too loud.
Now it's Marina's turn. We're going down the line.
Oh, Marina, down the line.
I've moved in with the Chases. I love my husband. Kidding. No, I want to say, what's the question?
What did you have to cut out that you wish you didn't have to cut out?
Is this working? What did I have to cut out? Chevy's relationship with your friend who died in Hawaii.
Doug
Doug
Kenny.
Kenny. Yeah.
Yeah, he founded the National Lampoon with Henry Beard. He was my best friend. He passed the day after I left him in Hawaii by committing suicide. Maybe he was just happy that I was gone, but whatever. He passed, and it was a very big thing in my life.
You weren't sure that he committed suicide. He may have slipped because he fell off the
I don't know. It's hard to say. I can explain it in a different way, but yeah, whatever it is, he died, and he was out of my life and out of our lives, and it was a big thing. I'm sure for all of you, you've had these issues. I mean, not all of you, but whatever.
Well, we really wanted to put it in because we felt that Chevy had so many knocks in his life, and it's like we wanted to share that one as well, but it didn't work because we had to cut it.
Yeah.
But there were, I think we pretty much covered a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you covered a lot, yeah.
All right, I'm next.
It's an enjoyable movie, for God's sakes. You liked it, right?
So, what I think one of the things that's important to understand about Chevy is that he leads with his heart. He's very, in our relationship, honestly, he's the romantic, and he's the one who's taught me to sit down and talk about things more. I grew up with older brothers, and I kind of would just move through. But I learned, and then I had daughters. Oh my God, women, girls. We are, between the right and the left hemispheres of the brains, males have, I think, 4 to 5 pathways that connect the 2 hemispheres. Women have 13. Okay?
Ouch.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's amazing. And he's helped me be more of a woman than I was before I met him.
Oh, no, baby.
Really? It's true. It's true. And to be a father of daughters the way he has been, and that's what I know. That's what I would like to share more with the world, is that part of Chevy. And the comedy comes from a generosity of giving. He wants to give you the laugh. He wants to make you feel good. He wants to give you that joy. And like as he says, the release. We all need a release, especially now. Oh my God, what's going on in the world is nuts.
Yeah.
So that's what I, would want to share.
Oh, honey, there's nothing wrong with Trump. Oh, that's not, sorry.
So
I've
speaking
known
of,
him for 50 years.
have you?
Yeah, he's gotten really great.
So what I was going to say is, speaking of Florida, you were here for filming Caddyshack in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
You're back now.
that's right.
Any good memories of Fort Lauderdale, or anything that you want to?
Well, honestly, I didn't get around Fort Lauderdale much. We were stuck in a sort of motel and golf course place, which I loved. I mean, it was fun. It really made us feel that we were in the place that we should be to make the movie, obviously. So I didn't get to see much of Fort Lauderdale, and I'm not really looking forward to it. But we're bound to see some of it.
I think it's beautiful here.
To be asked to sit right behind a living legend, never a bad night.